and welcome to today's video tutorial, and today I'm going to be sharing with you some colouring techniques by request of some of my customers with the Stampin Blend pens. And we're going to be using a new stamp set that's available from the 4th of June that I've been really enjoying working with, and it's called A Good Man. And as soon as I saw this, I thought that it's going to be a perfect set for Father's Day and male birthday cards, and it's a lovely set. I've been using it in my classes this week, and it's gone down really well with my customers. So that's the set. It's a set of 12 stamps, so 3 lovely images and lots of really nice sentiments. But I want to focus on the colouring really rather than the card. This is the card that we're going to be doing, and I am going to be offering a class in the post in June with this set and with some blends, so that you can make these yourself at home if you're not near enough to my studio to come and make them with me. So this is the front of the card. It's quite a simple card, but then inside I've also done some colouring. So the colours that we're using today are Night of Navy, we've got Balmy Blue, and then for the colouring we've got Soft Suede, Old Olive, Balmy Blue, and a little bit of Crumb Cake. Okay, so really, really nice colours. Okay, let's get started. So I've already die cut the rectangles, and I'm just checking that I've... Now, when I made this card, I actually stamped it first and then cut it out on the Big Shot. And for today's video, I've not done that. So this could be quite interesting. Also, I want to talk about inks firstly then, inks and pens. Okay, so our Stampin Blends, these pens are alcohol markers, okay? So they contain alcohol, which allows us to get a blend effect with them. For that purpose, when we're using alcohol pens, we need to use a Memento ink pad, because this is a water-based ink pad, it's not an alcohol. So we need to use opposites, okay? So alcohol pens with Memento ink. Also, I like to use thick Whisper White for stamping on and colouring with blends. It's better than the thin Whisper White, and it's all I use for colouring with. One point to note, this is one that I've coloured already for the inside. You will see a bleed through the card of the pens, and that's perfectly normal. But just to make you aware of that, if you're doing a one layer card, you may want to put something behind that so you can't see the inside of the colouring of the ink sort of seeping through. Okay, this could be really interesting because I've got quite a small space. So I'm going to ink up my stamp. It's a very new ink pad this, so I don't need to give it too much love. And I'm going to stamp down. Oh gosh, just checking my... Okay, there we go. Oh, that's all right. I'm happy with that. And then just for the sake of ease, I'm going to do the sentiment in Memento 2. Okay, it's your day. And that covers all sorts, really. You can cover Father's Day and birthday. So it's a bit of a versatile set. So we've got that there. I do allow like a few seconds for that to dry. Now I'm gonna zoom in a little bit, and then hopefully you might be able to see a little bit better. Okay, there we go. Right, I'm going to start easy. I'm going to start with skin tones. So for skin tones, I always use the ivory pen. All our pens have a finer nib end there, and you can see there's a picture and a line, a thin line, or a brush end. For the purpose of this one, I probably might use the brush end. Now, we don't do, there's just one ivory pen, so we don't do a dark or a light. So we're literally just colouring it. We don't have to think about blending. So there's the legs to cover, to colour, not cover. You might need to cover his legs if it's a little bit too sunny and he's not got any sunscreen. Okay. And then just, I might use these. So that's the brush end. And I'm going to use, I hope you can see this, because I can't really see. Okay. So I've coloured that in, and I've not really done any blending. However, on this card, I don't know if you can see, there is I have gone sort of back over. So I don't really, I'm not an expert colourer, so I might just go back over on his knee there, just to give a little bit of extra sort of colour and detail. Okay, right, next, let's do t-shirt. So for t-shirt, I'm using Old Olive. So our blends, one of these, you can tell it, one of these is a new one, because this is the new ones with the new logo, and one of them is an old one, so your new pens will come like this. So our colours come with a dark and a light. You can buy them individually, or you can buy them as a combo. So it makes it easy. We've just got two different shades. So this is Old Olive. I usually start with the dark. This is not a big area to colour, so I'm going to use, for the dark, I'm going to use the fine tip. And what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to go around sort of the arm of the t-shirt. Now, you just have to be aware, this here is the deck chair. One of my ladies coloured it in as the t-shirt on Tuesday and made him a little bit wider than he actually was. I'm just literally going to go round the edge like that, and then I'll probably take the thick pen, the thick end with the light, and I go over the dark and sort of pull the ink in. You can tell this one I've had a bit longer because the nibs, I've seen a lot of them. And then I probably will go over with the nib, so you can get a little bit more. Because it's a hard, it's the nib end's sort of hard. If it's not a brush end, you can be a bit rougher with it. Okay, so can you see we've got a little bit of blend going on there in this t-shirt. I'm going to do shorts and hats. Shorts and hat are in soft suede. So again, we've got a dark and a light. They don't look too dissimilar, but that's the dark and that's the light. Yeah. So it's a small area here. So I'm using the nib end. And I'll go over the leg of his shorts and just a little bit there at the side. And then I'm going to go over the dark with my light. For the hat, I'm going to do just a little bit on the line. I like to use the lines of the image for my shading as well. So I've just done a little bit on the line of the trilby. And then blend that there. Have a look in there, okay. Right, for the deck chair, just not doing any blending whatsoever. I'm using the darker of the two balmy. These are called balmy, B-A-L-M-Y, not balmy as in a bit crazy. And I'm going to use the thin end. I'm going to do the stripes here.